we should know what's right and what's wrong, but I feel like the lighting, it's not that bad, but it keeps fluctuating, and I don't like that really. Let me fix that. I feel like this looks better. It looks warmer. Anyway, welcome back, scrap that. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dela Torres. I'm the founder, CEO, creative director, owner, whatever you want to call it, of Spider Nation Africa. We're a streetwear brand, which means our clothes belong in the streets, not in the stores, not in the outlets. Although it will be nice to eventually own a flagship store one day, but until that day, we just have to keep pushing in the streets, which is the whole idea of being a streetwear brand, I guess. But lately it's come to my attention that building this career and starting this brand, two things that you have to study separately. You can't do both at the same time, or rather you can't study both at the same time and expect to have a positive result. So I've come up with a method, which I like to call the method, the working method, the way to do it. And before you go in the comments and start vilifying me, just know this method is not work yet. It's still in the planning phases, but basically what I plan to do is unify Africa, which is why the slogan for my brand, Spider Nation, is "The world is a web." And why is that the slogan for my brand? Well, basically, the reason we chose that slogan, and I say we because I refer to myself in third person a lot of times, it's just a personality thing, but we chose that name or that slogan because we like to see the world as one giant web where everybody connected in. You could be from the east or the west or the south or the north. You're still on the fucking web. And something's gonna connect you to the people in the south, and something's gonna connect you to the people on the west and the east, and vice versa, whatever way you want it to work. So basically, what does our brand stand for? Africa, the greatness of Africa, the royalty, the beauty, the pain, the history, the food, the sports, which is why we created this jersey right here. This jersey right here is the entry point into Spider Nation Athletics. So this is the first jersey we made, and we're gonna be working on more designs right here. I hope you can see it. But if you can't see it, then we're gonna be working on more designs right here, and eventually you're gonna get the concept. I see a lot of brands have tried to create this whole aesthetic of they're a community, you're a game changer, you're a pioneer, you're the leader of this type of art form. You're different. Of course, if you're playing a game with yourself and your audience, you could choose to be a game changer. But why do we say everybody's connected and the world is a web? We say that because of unity. We want to unify everybody. We want to unify Africa, which is the real underlying message of our brand, unity. If Africa is not united, there's not going to be room for progress. And that's just the truth. As much as we want to ignore that fact, it's just the way it is. So we preach that message of unification through our clothing, through our pieces. We did the first drop in 2022. It was not as successful as I wanted it to be, but building blocks. I took those errors and those mistakes, which, by the way, when I did my first drop, I had no idea what I was doing. I just really wanted to get started. I got sick and tired of spending money on designer clothes that go lose their quality after a year. Reference to Gucci. I got sick and tired of shopping with online brands that just flat out scamming. They portray one product on the internet, and then when you eventually receive your order, it's some bullshit. I got tired, so I decided, like Virgil said, I decided, Virgil once said, you're supposed to start your own t-shirt brand. That's exactly what I did. I took that motivation, I got Photoshop, I got Shopify, I got on YouTube, I started learning how to design. I got an account on Pinterest, whatever you want to call it. I started watching more content about design and just art and history, African history, and just trying to embody myself in that space. And it took maybe a year for me to fully grasp what I really wanted to do in the direction I wanted to take my brand. And when I eventually decided where I was going with this, I just set the ball rolling, bro. And nothing stopped me since. Trials and error and tribulations come every now and then, but that's not gonna derail me or my people or my team from the ultimate goal of Spider Nation to the world. Why we say that? Because eventually, especially next year, a lot of things that we've been working on are gonna be at the forefront. So we're excited to share this with people. We have a very small community right now. It's not a lot of people, but the people in the community, they're family. I like to put it like that, they're family. And at the moment, if you want to be a part of it, all you have to do is go on SpiderNation.com and check out what we got going on. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok. You're watching us on YouTube. So it's just a little intro into my channel and our brand, Spider Nation. The world is a web and we're all living in it. So get ready. More exciting things to come, baby.